And did you help somebody? Did you help any victims shot? I see you have a little bit on you.
The critical one.
Well, what did you see? What did you do?
Well, he have an upper chest gunshot, and I just pressed pressure because everybody else was a leg gunshot and arm gunshot.
Was this Pastor Span?
Yeah.
Was he
Joey Span was shot?
Yeah.
Were people running, or were they just crouching on the ground?
That's the thing. Our church mostly senior people. They was running in when he came and started shooting from behind. Yeah.
Did you hear it first or see it first?
I hear him first. It was, so fast.
Just a commotion.
Yeah.
How many shots did you hear?
He shot a bunch of times outside, and then inside he shot more because he shot from the front of the church too.
I know he has a mask on, but do you have any idea who this man might have been?
No. We know each other there in that church, and I never, seen him before.
So they came in from the back of the church, but he made it all the way to the front of the church as well?
No, he came in front of the church from the parking lot, and he was shooting, and then he stand in the pulpit, and he started shooting more and looking to his left. And that's when he came in the front, in the middle, and then this guy came and fighting with him and tackling down one of our youth group, one of the guys from youth group.
And he was younger, the usher that tackled him? A younger guy?
20 years old, but he's 6 feet, 5 feet tall. Anybody looks small next to him.
Yeah. So the gunman made it all the way up to the pulpit?
The pulpit, and he shot a couple times, and he came back, and he was trying to go to the front of the door again.
Was he saying anything as he was?
He don't talk. He just keep holding the hand like the gun like this, and like moving like this.
How are you feeling?
He wasn't even running. He was like, I don't know.
Not even in a hurry?
No, he was like this.
Can you talk about your dress? Were you trying to help one of the victims?
Yeah.
Was Pastor Span?
Yeah.
Do you have any medical training, or just knew what to do?
I work at VA hospital, and I just check, and everybody looked like leg, and he was the most critical one, and I just jump on him. And the other lady, Armela, and I just grab her shirt and just start putting pressure on her. Plus Boy Scout training.
How are you feeling now?
I just it's like you see in the news all the time, and you never expect for you to be in this kind of situation. But we are a little church. We are like 60 members. That's it. And mostly our senior people. We don't bother nobody. We were celebrating because yesterday we have a yard sale community, and it was a success. And to send the kids to Bible camp next year, and everybody was happy. And that's the reason so much people was in the lobby, because we were celebrating that.
Yeah. All the people now. How are these survivors inside? Are they all?
They're fine. The kids are making puppets, and everybody's hungry. yeah, everybody's hungry. Yeah.
It's got to be hard to you said you mentioned it on the news, but hard to just fathom this happened here. It's your own small church.
Yeah, I just trying to call my family for the letting know, hey, we okay. The good thing all the kids was in the room, still in the room, the class, and good thing he don't went that way. I would lost it, but yeah.
Was Pastor Span able to speak to you while you were helping?
Yeah. He was like, take out my tie, okay. Yeah.
Do you know anything about the woman who was outside?
She's not a regular. Her aunt was there. Her aunt was being talked, being hugged, and she was in shock. No, I don't know she comes sometimes, but I know all the time.
Do you mind telling me your name one more time?
Minerva.
Spell that.
Minerva.
And your last name?
Rosa. R-O-S-A.
How long have you been going to church here?
8 years. 8 years. 8. Yeah.
Minerva.
Talk about the pastor. What was he like with the minister?
He's awesome. He's a coach, a basketball coach. Everybody in private school here know him from East Harding, and he go to another one. Donaldson Academy, I think. Yeah.
Donaldson Christian.
He's an amazing man.
How do you?
Hey guys, and as you can see on the video, there's been another church shooting One person is killed and 7 others were wounded today during a shooting at a church in uh, Antioch, Tennessee, uh, this morning. Now, this is near Antioch. Antioch is near Nashville, Tennessee. The gunman arrived in the parking lot of Burnett Chapel Church of Christ in Antioch around 11:15 a.m. and fatally shot a woman as she was walking to her car. 6 innocent persons inside the church were wounded by gunfire. They have been taken to area hospitals. After killing the woman in the parking lot, the shooter entered the main sanctuary door, which was at the rear of the sanctuary. After doing so, he began indiscriminately shooting. A church usher confronted the gunman and was pistol whipped by the man. Mm. There was a significant struggle between the two, he said, adding, during the struggle, the gunman shot himself, probably not intentionally, in the left pectoral muscle. Now, the shooter, well, no, the usher is identified as 22-year-old Robert Engel. He's the hero. He's the person who stopped this madness. This is what the Nashville Police Department is telling us this afternoon. The usher was a licensed gun owner, went to his vehicle and retrieved his own firearm, returned to the church, and made sure that the gunman didn't make any more movements until the police department arrived. The shooter was being heavily guarded in the hospital and is not believed to have life-threatening injuries. The suspect was identified by police as 25-year-old Emmanuel Sampson of Rutherford County, Tennessee. Police have previously described Sampson as a 26-year-old African American individual. Now, the police said they were not aware of any relations between the gunman and the congregation, but the investigation was still ongoing. Sampson was being medically cleared to be released, and police and detectives were obtaining a murder warrant and various attempted murder arrest warrants against him. He will be jailed tonight on a number of very serious charges. 5 shooting victims and the gunman were being treated at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. 2 of the patients are in critical condition after suffering gunshot wounds to the chest and torso. The remaining 4 patients suffered gunshot wounds to their extremities. The usher, who was pistol whipped by the shooter, and another gunshot victim were taken to Skyland Medical Center, police said. Oh man, this is so tragic. Sampson was apparently wearing a type of neoprene mask, adding that it was the kind of half mask a skier might wear. Nashville police also said earlier on Twitter that the gunman was wounded and at the hospital. Oh, wow, this is a mass casualty situation. All of the wounded have been transported to area hospitals. This is a terrible tragedy for the city. And you know, guys, this is awful, and this is happening way too much, way too much. Um, people don't even respect the house of God anymore. I mean, I I'm thankful that one of the members were able to have a gun permit and to get his gun, but I tell you guys, I mean, if you got a gun permit, you know how these shootings are, looks like you're going to have to be strapped to go to church. It's just awful because, or maybe churches are going to have to get, security guards or some type of, have a security department, out of church members, that you rotate to stand guard in the parking lot for nuts like this guy and so many others. Uh, this is so sad, and thank God it could have been a lot more casualties. So praying for all these families involved, and just praying for our society. It's so, I don't know. It's just so terrible when you can't even. You're not safe in the church. You're not safe at home. You just don't feel safe anywhere. Well, guys, I just want to report this to you. When we get more information, we'll definitely pass it on. All right, you guys, as in parting, be blessed.